Hello and welcome back. Susan Zummo here, intuitive and originator of soul patterning harmonics. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you are doing well while we are still in the purge, and I hope that you are taking care of yourself and really pampering yourself as we go through this together. We still have to deal with daily life. And I find that as I'm going through this and my body is shifting and changing and working hard to keep up with the energy that's coming in and all the changes that are happening, not to mention all the energy coming up from the earth into our bodies at the same time. Regular everyday life still calls for our attention, and we are all having to deal with regular events, right? Paying bills, whatever comes into your life, doing dishes, taking care of family, taking care of self. I find that I have 3 calendars now, and I still have difficulty to remember what day it is. So if you're going through that also, I can sympathize with you. It's been a rough week, hasn't it? Everyone I've heard from, everyone I've talked to is having some kind of physical or emotional or energetic tug on them. Something that is calling upon them to let go, to work through, to release. I was reminded that after the purge comes movement. Everything will settle and there will be movement. I know that right now it's really hard to kind of conceive of that because many of us are really in the middle of it, right? And working through it. Still, lots of headaches, lots of sleeping, lots of adjusting, flu-like symptoms, which a lot of people are going through right now, adjustments that need to take place in the body. I myself have been experiencing headaches, tension, all kind of symptoms up in the head, right? As everything clears out. So again, hold steady, okay? As we get through it, there will be a settling and there will be movement. I don't see that happening until middle towards the end of July. However, I don't see us also being in the thick of it like we are right now. Things will start to gradually ease up and there will be space created for new things to come in. I loved hearing that. Space will be created for new opportunities to come in. So I know that we are dealing with changes and difficulties and imbalances right now. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Quite the opposite. It means that you're doing everything right. Because everything that's coming up right now and shaking out of our bodies, our emotions, all the different bodies are there for us to let go and create space for new opportunities. So please do not judge yourself or punish yourself or berate yourself for wherever you find yourself at the moment. However, while we are dealing with all of the things that we are dealing with at this time, don't focus on getting back to where you were. Focus on moving forward. What do you visualize your life looking like on the other side of the purge? Hold on to that. Look ahead. Don't look back. Look ahead. We still have to deal with everything that we have to deal with, right? The trash still needs to go out. The dog still needs to be walked. All of those things still need to take place, even while we are dealing with everything that we are dealing with in our bodies and in life. However, we can visualize what we will be and what we will experience when the space opens for those other opportunities. And I want us to do that. We have a great future ahead of us. I cannot stress that enough. I don't know when or how it's going to come about, but I do know that it is. And I have said and I have been taught for many years that I don't have to know how things are going to happen to know that they are going to happen. And that's what I hold on to. So I want you to think about that. My guy said to me this morning, outer events have a corresponding and supportive frequency. Everything that happens in the outer world has a corresponding and supportive frequency. Many of the events that happen in the larger arena are a result of collective frequencies, right? And so our job remains the same. Our job remains: do not contribute negativity or fear to the greater collective frequency. If there are things happening in the outer world that you are not happy about, then bring your frequency up. Do not support that collective with a negative or lower frequency. They said to me, you can change your frequency in a moment. You can change it with a thought. And in that moment and in that thought, your frequency will shift. You will be peace. You will be abundant. You will be healthy. And you will be happy for a moment. And then your frequency can drop right back down to where it was as you shift that thought back to where you were. That's why we see inconsistent results. That's why we see a little bit of movement and then a stall and maybe some back movement and then a little bit of movement. It's a dance, right? The trick is to maintain consistency of your frequency. We are many frequencies throughout the day. Our frequency shifts through a range throughout the day. It can reach high points and it can reach low points all in one day. What they said to me was, what is the main theme? Are you lifted most of the day? Are you lower most of the day? What is your main theme? If you find yourself holding on to a positive thought for a moment and then slipping out of it for the rest of the day, you know where you need to put your focus, don't you? If you are in a high frequency most of the day and you slip into a lower frequency, that's not the time to judge. That's not the time to berate or punish. It really is the time to get a little bit of a giggle for being human and lift your frequency back up. This goes for physical imbalances, emotional imbalances, and all of the life events that we reach every single day. All of the things that we encounter can affect our frequency because they have been created by our frequency. Whatever happens must have a corresponding and supportive frequency. I still find this to be the best news possible because it means that I can change it and shift it, and I am not at the mercy of others. So let us be the fly in the ointment, so to speak. When there is a negative frequency floating around out there, be the positive. Inject a little light, inject a little love, right? I cannot stress how important at this time prayer and meditation is. Please do both in whatever form it is for you that works. It doesn't matter. Stay centered, stay balanced, connect within. However you do that, send positive prayer thoughts, visions of light, the best outcome possible for anything that your mind settles on or anywhere you wish to send your energy and your frequency. We are making a tremendous impact in the world right now, and we have the opportunity to support the purge, to open space, allow creativity to come in, and allow opportunities and possibilities to open up that have never been there before. Be open, be visionary, be loving, compassionate for self and others. This is going to be a short message this week because I'm still in the purge and I need to take care of my energy and my frequency as well. So please go ahead and look below, check out all of the things that we are offering, and let me know if there's any way that you want to connect or how I can help you. Until next week, I'm going to say rest, be kind to yourself, and I wish you many blessings as we move through this together.